Hello everyone and welcome back to The Quest. Alright, and first things first, let me show you what I've done off camera. We now have a slice and splice, and we have the alloy smelter, we have the magma crucible, and fluid transposer. And, yes, we now do have the promise of tenacity 3. We now have a tank, dark tank that holds up to 240,000 millibuckets. We come down here. You will see I now have a conduit coming down through here. Sadly, I got to looking and there is no Tesseract anymore. Mod creator, what are you thinking? Tesseract is one of the greatest blocks, but we don't have it, so we are having to run conduits down. And the reason we have that conduit running down is we have created our first farming station. Ooh. And I actually overloaded it earlier by holding this in my hand. Yeah, these are also tier 5 in Ferium crop seeds, or however you pronounce that. So because of this, we are soon going to have to start doing the yellowite seeds, being a crop that we're running. That'll probably be our second farming station. We are using this for making conduits right now. And if we go outside, we have almost got this completed for the tier 4 blood altar. And if we go down here to the skeleton spawner, we have upgraded to the second form of the sanguinary pedestal. What it does is this is more efficient than the other one. We have blocked this off. Let's go ahead and unblock that. Put that right there. So this will be more efficient at getting blood. Although it works pretty good already. And eventually we are going to be moving the spawner probably up here to automate blood gathering for the blood altar. We are still gradually building up mana, and we have been letting this build up as well. So today what I want to do is I want to get that blood altar up to a tier 4. Now to do that, there is a few other things we are working on as well, but first things first, I want to get a tier 4 blood altar. For that we are going to need large blood bricks. To make these, it's just stone and a weak blood shard. Well, we don't have weak blood shards. To get the weak blood shards, we need a new sword. Oh, by the way, I did also find out this does more damage the more will you have in your inventory. So, yeah. But we need to do some more blood magic to get the items we need. And we need this binding regent. Now, it's actually used for several things, so I'm going to want about 5 of them. Which does mean it is going to use a bit of will. We need glowstone, redstone, gold nuggets, and gunpowder. So, I know we don't have much redstone right now, so let's grab what we have. Got plenty of glowstone. Oh, one too many. How are we doing on gunpowder? Doing good on gunpowder too. What was that last thing? Gold nuggets. Yeah, heck, we actually already have more than enough gold nuggets. We need will. So we need our gem. This should be sufficient for now. And let's go get some more redstone. Luckily, redstone, easy enough to obtain. And we'll switch that back over to doing that. So we need that. And we need this. Now, we're not going to be using the arcane ash quite yet, but we are going to need it shortly. Let's go ahead and make these binding regents. I will be so glad when we get to the next tier of the blood altar so we can just walk up it. Let's do this. Throw our fuel source in there. And there we go. While that's doing that, let's go get the remaining items that we're going to need. Let's see. We are going to need an iron helmet. We're going to need an iron chest plate. Iron leggings. And yes, iron boots. And then I do believe what we're going to need is a diamond sword. And what else were we needing? Oh, that's all. Alright. Now, from what I've seen on watching tutorials on this, because yes, I do watch the tutorials on how to do mods, if I don't already know how to do them. We're going to need a good clear area. It recommends a 5x5 area with access to the sky. So, it tells me we want to take and be careful. So let's come over here and do it here. Now, the binding region in. Oh wow, that looks awesome. Let's throw this iron helmet in. Oh, that is cool looking. Oh, lightning. Now, what we are creating here is a new set of armor. It is the living armor. And I'm doing it because, well, it's the blood magic. It is the new blood magic armor. And I do want it. It's, from what it says, it learns by what you do. Oh, when a blood moon's rising. Oh boy. But it learns by what you do and upgrades itself according to what you need. So I think that'll be really interesting. And the sun's going down and it's a blood moon, so this is going to be an interesting night. But that's okay because we actually could use some mobs. And this will at least be a little more entertaining than if it's just... Oh, us doing the spawner. What up? You wanna die? Come on. Alright, we need these bottles of vampire blood, actually. Ow. Alright, looks like we're going inside now. Whew. So, while it's a blood moon, we're going to be inside for now, I guess. And we're going to progress on with other things. We need some wither skulls. And we need about 3 of them. For a wither. And I'm going to show you how we're going to get these with skulls. With the promise of tenacity and a lot of blood, we can throw skulls in here. And, oh, it takes a minute, but this will turn these skulls into wither skulls. Oh boy. What we are going to do is cut this ring on. That way we pick up items automatically. I tell you, if you really do want a challenging game, play with the Blood Moon mod. Come on, dude, come on. Oh, and we have been blinded. Luckily, we are safe inside, so we don't have much to worry about. Sadly, the blood moon does make it where going outside and doing things is a bit of a pain. Oh, we now have a mandolin pickaxe over here. Made it just really because I wanted it, and having mandolin is cool. We're up to 2 wither skulls. So we may end up going and fighting the wither here very shortly. Kind of already decided we're going to fight the wither below ground. Let's drop off some of the stuff we don't need at the moment. I was hoping to get this used. All this. Oh, we got blinded again. Alright. We can make it into the mine, we'll be okay. Because the blood moon doesn't affect if you're underground. Now, I do want to take and fight the wither, though. And I'm a little bit hesitant on fighting the wither, I'll be honest, because we are still so early game. But I'm hoping that we have good enough armor to withstand the wither at this point. I mean, we've got 3 out of the 4 Visio pieces on. I'm still wearing the long fall boots because, I'm sorry, it's just efficient and safer to do. Now, hopefully we don't die. I'm going to try something. Heard you can do this. Oh, yep, that worked. Why is he red? Okay, he's ignoring us for now. Let's try to regen some health here. We have done quite a bit of damage to him. It'd be nice if we had a long-range weapon, but we don't, do we? Let's eat. No, we don't. But we do have a grappling hook to grab him with if need be. Oh, run, run, run. Let that wither wear off, regen some health. I kind of want to know what he's going after. Aha! Use the grappling hook to latch on next to him and we can kill him easy. Haha! And Miss Wither is defeated. And we now have the Nether Star, which is the whole point of fighting the Wither at this point. Let's relight up our area down here. I do want to know what he was going after, though. Like, is there something up there? I'm confused by what he was going after, but that's okay. We are going to throw stuff into our network. Because we don't want to waste any of this stuff really that he mined for us. Alright. I'm actually surprised that went as well as it did. And look at the amount of EMC that thing takes to duplicate. But we're going to do that. Because why fight the Wither multiple times when we can just, sacrifice some cobblestone to make nether stars. And it looks like it's daytime now, so the blood moon's over. All our gear survived it really good too. I'm pleasantly pleased with how well that went. But now that we have Nether Star, we can actually start getting into some really fun stuff. Somebody's taking damage up here. What up, vampire? Creepers. Come on, follow me over here to the house. I don't care if you follow me. I need to see how many of these vampire bloods we have. Of course, we probably need more. Alright. Awesome. Let's see. Alright, let's go finish up making the living armor after we go put the nether star in here. Alright. We'll just do it right here. Iron boots. I see why they say you want such a big area. I definitely wouldn't want to do this in my house. Living boots. Check. Now, I do want to take him, kind of hold off on wearing it a little bit because I do want to try to control what I gain from it now. This is what I really need. Yes, the bound blade. For those of y'all who are familiar with blood magics, you'll know this is a really good item. Looks like a shovel. Coal's the weak. It's deactivated. There we go. I own it. We now have a new sword. And in sword form, it does 9 damage. So not bad. Not as good as our other swords, but there's a reason we want it. By the way, nether stars, lots of stuff we can do with these. Lots of stuff we can do with them. Ultimate furnace. It is something we need actually for making these cord right here, which is what we want. We're also going to need more. Excuse me, I do apologize for that belch. But we do need it for the. But we need the nether star for the armor I want to make with those cores. So I throw this in here. Because we do want blood. We do want stuff in our soul network. Because this bound blade is needed to get an item we need for upping that. And it does use points from our soul network. Die. Just smack him. Okay, before we go start trying to get said item though. Let's see. We need some ender pearls. We need about 7 of them. And we need to make this, which is just smelting ender pearls. Because there is an item I have been dying to have that would just make life so much easier once we have it. And some of you may already know what item I'm making. For those who don't, okay, you'll find out. I'm wondering, I know in 1.7.10 the bound blade normally could not be enchanted, but the advanced enchanting table I have over there was able to enchant it. So I'm wondering if it will still. We'll check on that in a minute. Alright. Yes, we are making the portal gun. Uh, Yay, portals. Hmm. 1x2. Hmm. There are special controls for the portal gun. I'm going to check that real quick. Didn't see any. So what we have. Hold on. Ah, the shield is causing the issue. Okay. Okay. Does that mean I can put this in my shield hand and use it? Yes. Yes, it does. That is cool. Alright. That is also kind of annoying. Okay. We will. First off, let's. Ooh, yes, we can do this. Alright. Can we get some looting? No. We need more experience. 2 more levels for looting. 1. But, hey, this is good. Let's make sure our portal is still in here. Yes. Okay. Purple. Because what I want to do now is eat. And then we are going to have some fun down here. And we are actually going to put a portal up down here so that we can easily get back and forth. There we go. But we don't need it all the time. I'll break that. Now we just need some skeletons. Love it. Oh, I'm so glad to have the portal gun again. Now, what this Bound Blade does, for those who don't know, it puts a status effect on mobs you attack with it. And that status effect, if you kill a mob that has it, there is a chance it will give you a certain drop. At least that's how it used to work. We're going to see if it works that same way here. Everything I've read says it does. We got one. We got a weak blood shard. Oh! And that's what we need. So we will switch back over to a weapon that costs us nothing. Come back home. Oh, it's raining. Let's see. We need stone. 1 piece of stone. And 1 weak blood shard. 16 of these blocks, by the way. Freaking awesome. Awesome return on it. But with the fact that it's not guaranteed that you're going to get one, and it does cost, so it is good that it gives you so many. Alright. I actually need to. We're going to have to pillar up. I do apologize for the cough again. Now let's see. Tier 3. That is one above the glowstone. It's an important thing. The glowstone has to be one above the blood altar, and these have to be one above glowstone level. Again, you can make these, the pillars that these are sitting on, out of whatever you want. I chose totems because of the usefulness. Look, we are now tier 4. We can now do more stuff. Like new sigils and things like that. These blocks can also be used for building other things. Even just decorative blood brick blocks, which don't look bad at all. But let's throw those in there. I am so glad to be at this point. Because now that we have a tier 4 blood altar, we can get into doing some other awesome things. We actually do need to grab that blood orb out because we don't want to lose all the blood that's in the altar. Because now it is time to make something. Alright, here we go. We need 2 blocks of coal. And JEI can go back to showing just blood magic items. Is it nighttime now? Yes, let's sleep. Now, luckily, with also having the Nether Star and having the farming station, we will be able to get up to the Zavisio version armor that is in the mystical agriculture, which is something I want because it is supposed to give light as well, and it's the equivalent of Zavisio. Oh, creeper, 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 run, run. Just get within range of the totems. Okay, you aren't chasing. Well, okay. Now, what we need is it this one? Yes, yes it is. What else do we need? We need demonic slates and a ritual diviner. Is that the... We have that one. Dawn and dusk. These are the dusk ones, so yes, we are on the right one. Where's the diviner at? Alright, now we just need to get some more stone. I do apologize because this is a little bit boring, I know. Throw that in there. There's a spider after us. I don't know how much blood we have, but we're going to use what we have. Most likely all of it, but that's okay. Because we need tier 4 slates. And this is a long process. Now, also, don't worry, the battle with the Wither, that is not the only time we're going to fight the Wither in the series. We do want to fight it again later on. Because later on we are going to capture its soul. Which will just really make things really fun. And it will make it even easier to get nether stars. Yes, there is an easier way to get them, even than using EMC. I think we should probably bring the divination sigil down. Let's throw it there. Oh, didn't do that. Okay. It's wanting to be that way. Guess it only works for doing that. Alright. Yeah, we should be good. We got over, 38,000 life points in here. That spider is so getting on my nerves. Alright. We are up to imbued slates. And this one's going to use a lot. Come on. Come. How much do you need? Alright, there we go. Hopefully we have enough. If not, then, blood's easy enough to get. Wow, look at that blood go down. Just barely enough. And let's go kill this spider because it's just going to keep being annoying. There we go. And yes, I did use... I think I showed this actually, possibly. Or I may not have. Yeah, these have an ocelot totem in them too. I also put an Enderman one for giving me night vision. Alright. Now, the reason we want to do this is this diviner can do rituals that this one can't. And there is one other tier to it. Let's see. Don't get a good spot in here. Drill dead. Great deletion. The enlightenment. Ritual falling. Serenade nether. Ritual high jump. Well of suffering. That's actually the one I believe we want. Now, here's the thing. To do the rituals, we're going to need ritual stones. And they are a bit of a pain in the butt to make. Yeah. Reinforced slates, obsidian. So I will be making these off camera. Yes, you only need a tier 2 to make these. You also need the master ritual, which is here, which is a tier 3. But to do the ritual I want to do, we need a tier 4 altar. So, yeah. We will be making these off camera because, well, they're just a pain in the butt to make. And like most things in this mod, we don't tend to be able to do EMC with stuff for everything. But there is something else we are going to be doing today as well. Because today we are going to attempt to make getting blood more efficient. We may end up having to rearrange how we do this later, but that's okay. So what we're going to need, let's just go with some cobblestone. Because I'm really not worried too much how this looks at the moment. I can replace blocks later. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Grappling hook will probably be a better way to get around here. So what we want is there, one there, there, and one there. For now, we actually are going to put a few more coming down, but we're not worried about it right this second. Are, however, going to need there. That worked. Now, we are going to need our gravity gun because we are now going to move the spawner. Okay, it's over there. Did not intend to come in that way, but it'll be alright. Light this up a little bit. Yes, we spent all this time doing this, and now we're going to undo it. Alright. Aha. One second. One, that guy's being annoying. Two, this is in the way. Did it come with us? Does not appear to have. Really gotta take and quit right clicking with that when we're not where we want to be at. Okay. Fine, we go the long way. I'm okay with this. Come on. Aha. Got it up in front of us now. And it is nighttime, wouldn't you know. Sleep real quick. Alright. Okay, good. Come on. Perfect. I swear moving these spawners around can be a pain in the butt. Alright, now, 1, 2. First things first, let's make sure we don't have any spawning while we're up here. Okay. Now, we need buckets of water. No, we don't. What am I thinking? Why would we need buckets of water? We have a sigil that creates water, so we are good. Alright, so we want to funnel these guys here. So to do that, we do need to take and have an enclosed area to put these guys in. Now, I'm not going to lie and say, oh, I know all the math for this. I don't. It's going to be trial and error. But there's nothing around here that's going to get hurt by water, except for maybe some torches. So, yeah. Okay. 3, 3, 3. Now, if we do that, and we may end up needing a sign up here at some point. I don't know. Just a thought. We may end up having to put a sign to keep water in here. Probably going to have to. But as long as it allows the skeletons to fall, that's what's going to matter. Alright. Backpack. Let's get the gravity gun out of our hand. I can see that going very badly. If I put water here, it's going to cover that up. So we don't want water there. Hey, look, an owl. I haven't seen one of those in a little while. I don't know what they're for. I should probably look into that. Don't think I did this side yet. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. We actually had did that side already. Okay. Well, actually, okay. Just helps us do this, I guess. Really only need to do 2 sides to test this. Let's do it. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. We'll see if we do all 4 corners, what we get. Yes, I do want to tell you, this sigil does use life points from my soul network, which is the energy source that it's... When I sacrifice blood into the orbs, that's what where my soul network is. That's about the easiest way to explain it. It's blood points in there. Alright. 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 I didn't think that was going to work that easily, but hey, it did. Alright. Now, put that up there so we don't use it up. Now we just got to build this up and be able to put a roof on it. And sorry, I have no builder's wands. Like everything else in this series, if it's a block I've placed, I've had to do it by hand. Let's get that shield out of her hand because that's just annoying. Alright. Now, I do have a question for everyone at home. And that question is quite simple. If I come across mods, because I'm always looking at new mods, playing around with them, testing a little bit, or even just reading about them. If I do come across any new mods that I think are interesting and would fit in with this series, down in the comments below, let me know. Do y'all want me to add them to it? Or do you want me to just leave it as is? Because we still have quite a few mods that we haven't even touched. And really, if I add any new, I'm not going to do it till after we touch on certain ones of those, because there are some really good looking mods coming up. So this will be that level. So good. Yeah, we need a portable way of crafting right now. And there are actually some in the mods. So, yeah. Alright. That should be enough. Hopefully. Yeah, we're going to have to go to sleep soon. And for those of y'all at home that are wondering, why am I making y'all watch this? I do apologize if you find this boring. But, you know, part of the fun of Minecraft, in my opinion, is the building. Yeah, sometimes it's tedious. but it's still, I mean, it's what Minecraft is about. It's mining and building. I mean, yeah, there's PvP that people get into. I don't really get into that. I just love the adventure, the explore, the creativity of Minecraft. I'm not one of the great builders. Nowhere on the level of anyone like, Lilith. She's a much better builder than I am. Other good builders are people like False Symmetry. If you've never watched one of her episodes, I do highly recommend it. She is a fantastic builder. Good thing for long fall boots. Alright, now we need to remove this and this, this, this. Ow. Do need to add some more blocks right here, here, here. Let's break these torches though. That's where these extended tools come in handy because they do have a much longer reach. Now, there we go. Bam. We now have skeletons on the blood altar. You may be wondering, why do we want skeletons on the blood altar? Well, let me show you. So, empty out all this stuff we don't need. We need an iron sword. Now, I don't know if we have enough blood in the blood altar, so we are going to grab our coat of arms. Oh, these actually are already full. I forgot I put them in there full. Wahaha, yay. Blood, 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 blood. We do want that in there. Come on. 10,000 blood is more than enough. I apologize for the skeletons in the way. Oh, did it do it? Did it do it? Yes, we now have the dagger of sacrifice. What this does is the dagger of sacrifice insta-kills any mob right here. Any mob within 1 block of the blood altar, insta-kill, and its life points go into the blood altar. Now granted, hostile mobs give more than peaceful mobs, except for villagers. Villagers actually have pretty much, as long as I can remember, always gave the most. But villagers are a bit of a pain to get a steady supply of. We're going to throw those in there, and we can now just kill mobs right on top of our blood altar and gain life points. And then if we throw a blood orb in here, it will auto pick up life points from here and transfer them to our soul network, giving us a much better way of getting blood and life points in our soul network. Now, you are probably wondering, what am I going to do about Evilcraft? Well, there is a solution for this. Because Evilcraft has a connection to blood magics. What we need, let me not click out of my ME system. We need a diamond. Why do we need a diamond? Well, if you remember, we can make what's called the weak blood orb with a diamond in the blood altar. And that's what we need, is another weak blood orb. So let's make one. Oh, this does take forever. Hello. I'm going to be bringing that ender chest and pedestal up here to pick up the items for me. Go away, dude. I already have looting learned. We don't need that scroll. There we go. Alright. Now that we have our weak blood orb, let's not hold it in our hand where we can hurt ourselves with it. And by the way, this dagger of sacrifice, if it's not hitting something within 1 block of the altar up there, it does do 1 damage. So the weak blood orb in here, let it do its thing. Let's go gather the other resources from down here. Don't really need any of that stuff. We'll leave this in place. Gotta remember, purple is home. Now, your chest. Now, we'll give up 1 side of the altar for this. Okay, that's not going to work right there. That's cool, though. I did not expect that to pull that and put it in the blood altar. But it's easily fixed. All we do, put the chest here. And the pedestal over here. Ring. Alright, now let's go grab is this done? Ah, yes, okay. This is the bound blood drop. Right click to bind to your blood magic soul network. It is now currently owned by me. Auto supply disabled. Auto supply on. Now we get to play around with this some. But while we're doing this, I do want to see what we need to make the next tier blood orb, since we are tier 4 altar now. Let's see. Do we have that one already. We need the master. We need another weak blood shard. Okay, cool. That's not a problem. Go sleep real quick. Drop of blood. Not sure where that's actually going to go into, but we will figure it out. Maybe we have to... I did not want to go through that portal. Gonna have to close that portal off. Alright, let's get a weak blood shard. How much? 2,500 life points. How much do we have? No. Oh yeah, we got plenty. Excuse me. Come down. There we go. Yay. Buying that entire soul network. There we go. It says it holds 25,000 millibytes. So I have a theory. Can we put it in there? Nope. Definitely gonna have to look into how this works. Alright. But we have achieved a lot today. I do want to test out this portal real quick to see if it's going to work with how it is. Let's do that. Switch that around. We don't need that in our hand. We'll probably find a way to put it up there, but let's test out. Make sure this portal is going to work. I know it's only kind of a one-way ticket with how I have it set up, but yeah. Yeah, we can't get up there. Unless... Does this work? Haha! It's way up onto the blood altar without having to worry. Okay, cool. Right, I do want to thank everybody for watching. If you did like what you saw here, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know. If this is the first video you've seen by me and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Which, you know, why wouldn't you want to see more videos by me? Of course you want to. If you want to know when I put new videos out, go ahead and hit that little notification bell, because that is the only way you're going to really know, because YouTube breaks things and decided earlier, you know, a few months back to change how it does things. And yeah, so if you want to know when I put videos out, you're going to have to hit that bell. In the description are the links to my social media. Feel free to check those out if you would like to. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.